Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to another video from haminations named My Morally Questionable Sister. Okay.
Hey, really quick.
No intro?
Just dropped and everything is on Black Friday sale.
Intro!
50% off from now
No
through
intro?
27th.
Okay.
We got a dope jacket, blanket, pajama pants, stickers, shoe
Oh.
charms, a hat, and of course the plushie.
Whoa,
Click the link
cool.
below to check it out.
Cool.
Hey Bryson, lay down on the ground.
Why?
Why? Just do it. Okay. I'm gonna pee. Hi, I'm Bryson, and I've made several videos about my
Why would you just
siblings,
give
but
him a
there's one that I've
swirly?
yet to tell you about. The oldest
What's that?
sibling,
What's
my
that picture
only
behind
sister,
her?
Brittany. By the way,
I'm not gonna bother because
what
what is that?
actually did that to me.
What is this?
To be honest, looking at the whole picture,
Honestly,
Brittany was the sibling that was nicest to me.
I don't want to run out
She's
of
10 years older than me,
I don't
so
want to
it
run
kinda
out of
makes sense.
storage.
Why would a 15-year-old have beef with a 5-year-old? She even gave me a nickname when I was born.
What is it?
Precious. I would tell you what nicknames my brothers call me, but I don't want to get demonetized.
Me neither.
She
I don't
was
want to get
the nicest to me as
demonetized
a kid,
either.
But that's probably just because the bar was set so low by Brody and Braden. She was the only one who wasn't massively disappointed when I was born. Seriously, my brothers wanted another sister, and my parents wanted it to be a surprise. When Brody and Braden came in to meet me and learned I was a boy, they were crushed.
Oh my
You
God.
think I'm joking, but I have proof.
What?
Oh my goodness. Brayden, Brody. Hi.
It's a boy, baby. It's
A boy, just like you guys.
I know.
Oh my God.
Just like you, he's a boy.
You want us to try first, sister?
Oh, buddy.
Your sister's right there.
I was a disappointment
Like,
from day
Sissy.
one. Did you see how destroyed Brody was?
Really,
And Brody went to say hi to Brittany instead of me. Like, excuse me, I just barely entered the earth from heaven. I was expecting a warmer welcome than this. Look at my mom's baby announcement she sent out. It's another boy. What did I
It's
do to deserve
another
this?
boy.
I'm so sorry that I inconvenienced you all so much
The
by
next
being
year,
born.
it's
Let's start
another
off with a
boy.
classic family story.
Next year,
I had
it's
just been given a new
another
big boy
boy.
bike, a significant
Next
upgrade
year,
from my little
it's
6-year baby
another
bike. I
boy.
took it to the top of the hill by our house and rode down. It was so fast and exhilarating. I turned into our driveway.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes. It makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. No, I didn't.
Visit bmw.com/fixincome today.
Ad.
Our parking bay and tried braking by pedaling backwards because that's
You
what my little
can't
bike
do that.
This was a big boy bike. Pedaling backwards did
Yeah.
nothing. It was too late.
You're dead. Oh my God. Just turn into Legos. You're gonna pee?
Brittany's first reaction to other people getting hurt is to laugh hysterically and try not to pee. I think it's because she's been desensitized to pain.
Murder all the Horta dealership?
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off. Her ears were cut off. Her tongue was cut off. Her nose was cut off.
Hold up, am I hearing this right?
The pain from watching all those true crime documentaries.
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off. Her ears were cut off. Her tongue was cut off. Her nose was cut off. Her eyeballs were plucked out.
But regardless of her obsession with murder, she was very sweet to little old me, and I'll always remember her taking me to Chuck E. Cheese and playing Deal or No Deal together. I still remember our winning strategy.
What is it?
No deal.
There's no deal. I don't think that's a strategy.
No deal.
I don't think that's
Now, let's open your case.
is it? 2 tickets! 2 tickets!
You win.
Yes!
Although she wasn't
Two
always so nice to me. One time when I was very young, we were moving into a new house, and little me wanted wanted to wear a paint lid as a hat. When the paint lid would fall, I would cry. Brittany kept coming back to put it back on my head to comfort me, but it kept falling off and I kept crying. So obviously, she glued the paint lid to my head. Mom had to shave my head in order to get the lid off. My hair was ruined.
This is my bread and butter. I can't have you messing up my bread and butter, dude.
Anyway,
I was about to say
eventually
that she's a
Brittany
good
started dating,
sister.
and she brings this guy home. I was maybe 7, and we were chilling on the beanbag and playing phone games, when all of a sudden, the guy says,
It's like really awkward that your little brother is.
Wow.
like, excuse me, this is my house. It's really awkward that you're here, chump. Oh, I want an empty room so that we can get to the kissing part of the night, even though it's our first date. That's mighty presumptuous of you, forehead. Brittany, this guy's no good for you. Kick him to the curb. I didn't really say that, but I thunk it. Anyway, she dumped him. Then her next boyfriend was Kyle. One time he was babysitting me, and I
Kyle's
made him watch Danny
that's
Phantom
a
with me all
basic
day. I
name.
also remember showing up at his house one time, inviting myself in, and playing a skateboarding game with him. Then he
Cool.
gave me a toy car, and that was enough for him to get my blessing to marry Brittany. Anyway, they're married now, just like all my other older siblings. Flash forward, I was in high school and Brittany and Kyle were living in Mom's basement. One night we
You were
heard
in
Brittany
high
and Kyle
school?
yelling downstairs.
I thought you were
and
a
I got
college
half-hour
dropout.
lecture from my parents about how hard marriage is. I mentioned it to them the following day and they said, "Oh, we were just watching a hockey game and we were excited." And I was like, "Well, then I got a big lecture about nothing." During
Wow.
this time, Brittany had
A
to stop by the
half-hour
car
lecture.
shop with me.
You had to listen
She
to
asked
them
if I could
talk
run
about
in
a
and
lecture
grab some
for
stuff her car.
3
I
minutes.
need you to go in the store and ask for blinker fluid. I'm out.
What's
Okay.
that? What's blinker
Do you
fluid?
guys have blinker fluid?
What fluid?
Blinker fluid.
What's that?
Someone's pulling your leg, young man. Blinker fluid isn't a thing.
What? Let me go ask my sister.
Oh, well, you learn something new every day.
She pranked me, but then I pranked her back
How?
by making a video about it and monetizing it.
Oh.
So who really won? Now,
Yeah,
while living
okay.
Together, Mom and Brittany had a
That's
few
smart.
arguments. I don't even remember what the arguments were about, but eventually, after an argument escalated for a while, it would get to the point where they would stop trying to resolve it and instead just try to deal as much emotional damage as possible. And this was my favorite one. I was chilling in Mom's room. Brittany came in and they started rehashing an argument from earlier.
I feel
that
like
day.
I'm gonna
It
run out of
escalated, And they
storage.
yelled for a while, then Brittany stormed off. And as she did, Mom said, "Did I ruffle a feather?"
What?
You don't say that disrespectful to any of your other kids, and I won't stand for it.
So that
Did you
was
swear?
fun. Don't worry, Mom and Brittany are all good now. But
Did
in
Brittany just swear?
Yes, Mom did indeed ruffle a feather. Now it's time to talk about
Does
Brittany's
that
kids,
even mean?
my nephews, Hank, Brock, and Jack. I love my nephews. They're huge improvements from
Okay.
the source material. Anyways, I take being the favorite uncle very seriously. Piggyback rides, puzzles, and stuffed animals galore. I also teach them valuable life lessons. What do we do when someone is mean to us?
You tell them why you
That's
did
right.
it.
Violence.
No!
You say violence.
No! No!
Good. Be resourceful about it too. Throw rocks, bite people, push them down the stairs, all that good
No!
stuff.
No!
I do try to influence them positively in whatever way I can. Bad. Good.
Good. Uncle
Huh?
Bryson, are we getting paid for this?
What?
No.
I'm a voice actor, and voice actors
I don't think you're
get
supposed
paid.
to pay your
No money for you.
You're not supposed to pay you're not supposed to
you
pay
have
your
an agent.
kids.
Dad,
Well, he's your
What's wrong, buddy?
nephew.
he's not paying me.
That's a lie. He's lying.
He won't pay me.
Apparently,
Here's a
everyone
funny
kills
story
each
for the
other.
boys. One time, I tied a laundry basket behind this little go-kart thing we had, and I put Hank in it, and I would drive him around the kitchen floor. It was a huge hit. He loved it. I would also do the occasional power slide, but one time I slid too hard, and...
What happened? Oh, I thought the string was gonna like
That was fun
break.
to explain to Brittany.
So that was what you explained to Brittany.
To a friend. Brock kept coming out, tugging on her arm and asking for her attention. But Brittany kept telling him to wait inside and that she would talk to him when she was done. Now, Brock is usually sweet, but this brought out the sourness in him. That's why we call him Sour Patch Kid.
I like that
You ruined
name.
the day. You neglected me, Mother.
Brittany finished talking and went to go inside, but the door was locked.
What?
Brittany told Brock to
You
unlock
locked
the
your
door
mom
and
outside?
challenging her authority. Finally, Brittany climbed through the window and yelled, "Oh, you better run!"
Bro, I would just run.
Defiantly as she approached, as if to
This
say, "I
this
do not
reminds me
fear
of
you,
Davey.
mother. I'll spare you what happened next." Jack is just the cutest little sweet pea ever. But when visiting, I would often be holding him, and
Ew.
what really stuck with me was
What?
when I found him trying to eat a baby wipe. I tried to take it from him, but he stared at his head.
Surfer 3 for dry cloths.
Oh, these ads are gonna make me run out of storage.
And then at me, holding tight to the wipe. I struggled against his grip as he stared. Finally, I used both hands to pry his hand open. Why did a baby have me questioning my strength?
I don't know.
love visiting and having fun with the boys.
You're a
They
grown
also
adult.
watch my videos, and Hank has some of them memorized.
Wow.
He can quote them better than I can. Hey boys, who's your favorite uncle?
Bryson. The other uncles are cringe.
Ah, yes.
I'm the
the
cringe.
best guy ever.
I'm only
You know what?
cringe.
Don't flatter yourself, pal. I'm sick of you fishing for compliments all the time. Stop using me as a prop in your narcissistic online circus. Your whole channel is just a pathetic, thirsty attempt to fill that gaping hole in your heart. But guess what? No amount of praise can fix your massive amount of insecurity. External validation.
You can just see the video playing in the background.
And go to therapy or something. You worthless little psycho. Thanks, right.
That's kind of mean.
Compliments from small children. You're cringe, buddy.
You're cringe, buddy.
I thought me and Brittany could reminisce together about some of our other favorite memories together. Please enjoy.
Bryson and I had
It's my
very
favorite
different moms
part.
growing up. I had the mom who was on me. If I wanted to go anywhere, it was, who are you going with? What time are you going to be back? If you're not back by this time, then this. And now, my brothers just can do whatever they want.
Why is Brody? Why? Why are you doing that, Brody? Why'd you set it on fire?
I wanted to leave. I just stayed home all the time.
Yeah.
He's just playing
I've
with
only stolen
Legos.
one thing in my life, and I was about 4 or 5
You
years
stole.
old. And we went
When
to
you were
the
4 or 5?
was gumming it. My mom told me I couldn't have it. We got back in
Dude,
the car.
only a 4-year-old
She
would
looked at me
do
in the mirror
that.
with her piercing eyes as I was chewing bubble gum. She looked at me and said, "Brittany, what are you chewing?" And I said, "Gum." And she goes, "Where'd you get it?" And I said, "This store we were just at." She turned
You
back
know,
the car
if you're a
around,
child
quickly
and you go to jail,
marched me
you're
down
not going to
the
the
store,
real jail. You're just going to juvenile hall. I think that's what it's called.
Stolen the bubble gum. Then we left and drove next door to the police station, where she got an officer, pulled me out of the car, and asked them, "What happens if you steal?" And the police officer said, "You go to jail." And my mom turned around and looked at me and pointed and said, "She just stole a pack of gum."
Oh
From
my
the
God,
store." And
what?
I thought I was going to jail. Needless to say, that's the first and the last time that I stole anything.
What if the officer just arrested you on the spot? It's like, she's going to juvie, and mom's like,
I
"Wait,
call
my
it.
lesson doesn't work."
Like, she's going to juvie.
5 years
I was just talking about juvenile hall.
I actually did end up in jail. I was
Huh?
a nurse
You were-
in a jail.
oh.
One time I came home from a long 16-hour shift at the jail, and I'd walk in and see Bryson sitting in the same pajamas that he's been in all day, slurping down a bowl of cereal. I'd look at him with disgust and ask, "How much money did you make today?" Let's just say he made a lot more than I did.
I mean, honestly, I think he could make a lot of money from having 5.226 million subscribers.
The merch, and while you're down
Yeah. Okay, so that's the episode. Make sure to support Bryson's channel. He's the one who's doing all the hard work. Or you could subscribe to me.